So my name is Martin Gaal. I'm a lecturer in the Department of Political Studies and International Studies, and I also work with a Global Studies certificate. Well, to be honest, when I first came to the University of Saskatchewan, I didn't really know what to expect. I think having come from Belgium, where I was doing my PhD, to the very smack dab middle of Canada, pretty much as far from international as you can be, I was a little bit leery. But the program and the students have been absolutely fabulous. The robust nature of the program, both the faculty and the students who really engage in issues that they feel powerful about. So it could be human rights, it could be trade, it could be the environment. Just the milieu of the students is fabulous. Just keep doing what you're doing. The thing that has impressed me most about the students is their initiatives. Whether they're getting involved with the Amnesty International group, whether they've been involved in local recent arrivals to Canada, their volunteerism, working on study abroad, whether they've gone to master's degrees or PhD degrees in various places, but just keep being inquisitive, keep digging deep into the issues that are going to define this generation and the next. That's probably what I've been most impressed about and gives me great hope for the future, is that we have these students who are passionate about the world, and they're going to build those bridges that are necessary for us to overcome some very serious problems that we're facing. I guess I'd also kind of go back to my own beginnings. When I first did my undergraduate degree at the University of British Columbia in International Relations, I was quite shy, which none of my students would believe, but I was a very shy individual. In my first 2 years, I probably just stuck to academics. And I was engaged in the classroom, and I found the conversations very interesting and stimulating. But it was really when I started to get involved in the course unions, when I started to do study abroad, when I started to meet different communities on campus, that gave the context to what I was studying. So my advice would be dig deep, dive deep. Take advantage of everything that the program, that the university, that the campus has to offer. Universities are a microcosm of the world. We have people from all over the world. We have people with experiences from everywhere. We have people who can enrich what you're doing in the classroom with practical, real-world experience. So just dig deep, dive deep, and embrace all that you can. So I come from a smaller town in BC, Penticton, BC. Beautiful, but very insular. Unfortunately, well, from my parents' perspective, I didn't quite know what I wanted to do when I went to university. In fact, I didn't want to go to university to begin with. I was going to be a cook. But my parents decided when I graduated high school that they'd put money away for education, so I either had to pay rent or go to college. And I loved college. I loved the context of the people who are passionate about ideas and just want to talk and discuss and theorize and look at practical ways to make a difference in the world. So from that, I did a 5-year journey with 212 credits in 5 different disciplines until I found international relations. And international relations where I found my home. And so I did my undergrad UBC in international relations, and then my master's and PhD in Belgium through the University of Kent. And in between, I had the opportunity to live in Korea for 3 years, China for a year, Taiwan for 3 years, and I was altogether abroad for 14 years and just fell in love with the world. And that's kind of what I like to bring when I come to the U of S, and bring my experiences and I think sometimes stories to talk about the things that I've seen and get students to think about breaking out of their own little insular bubble. And so I see myself in a lot of the students in the IS program. Students who may not have traveled before, students who may not have had the opportunity to see much of the world before, and you see that the mind's just opening. You see when they start to study things and you start to talk about things, the different experiences they get to embrace. And I really do believe that we don't know ourselves until we go somewhere else. That we have to get away from the familiar in order to know who we are and what's important to us and what we want to do and where we want to go. And that's why I've really enjoyed the study abroad programs. I've taken students to Brussels twice. And one of my favorite experiences is to watch a student who's never really traveled, has never been to Europe, walk into the Grand Place in Brussels, is what's one of the most beautiful medieval squares in Europe, and just watch their faces as they see these buildings from the 16th and 15th centuries, gilded in gold, light shining off of it, and watch them experience something completely unfamiliar to them. And it just brings back memories of similar experiences I had doing the same thing. So that's what I love about where we're at and what this program does, is it offers students the ability to really know themselves, to really dig deep and be self-reflexive and think about them, the world, the place we're in, and what we need to do. My name is Martin Gaal, and I'm a lecturer in the Department of Political Studies, International Studies, and I'm involved in the Global Studies certificate.